Greetings, fellow beings! We are live from the road because it's a busy day. And so the format for the show is going to be a little different. But there are a lot of you out there watching the show right now, and I just want to say thank you. I'm very excited to be bringing you the show from the road right now. And yeah, this is going to be fun. I can see myself on my monitor on the right as I'm going along here. We do have 3 stories to get to. I've got to get out of the sunglass glass mode and put the glasses back on to do this proper. Okay, so here we are. We have a wonderful, wonderful chat full of beautiful beings. Let's say hi to each and every one of you if I can. There are many of you here. We've got Captain Fandom Nerd, of course. There's Philip M. It's great to see you. There's Evil Ramen in the house. Liger fan. Let's see. Morgan King is here. The Common Nerd is here. We've got so many wonderful beings. Let's see. Darren Hughes, what's up, my wrench? Lots of wrenches in the chat today. Catsith is here saying hello, indeed. Wish I could highlight you guys, but can't do that very easily on the phone. We're only live on YouTube and Twitter today, unfortunately. That's a function of not being able to update in real time Rumble and Odysee, but we'll return there tomorrow. Let's see. Vince Womack is in the house. We got the Bat Cap joining us. And, of course, the lovely Sherry. Looks like Fat Elvis joined us this morning, and so did D. Bud Martin. The Cosmic Squirrel is joining us from the Cosmos. It's great to see you. And we've got Ruben Christopher Haynes. A few other folks. Professor ATM Falarudo, Jason Gray. And let's see. Randall Orser, what's going on? Shrap 3D is joining us. I think I said hi to Vince Womack, but Dave G Sound is here. A few other folks. Really stoked to say hi to everybody. Rod Thunderheart. Woohoo! Mr. White is here. We've got DS Ford in the house. Looks like Darius Munchausen is here. You guys are killing it. I am being 1,000% safe. Don't worry, everyone. It will be fine. Let's see. We got a few folks that are just hanging. We're going to get right into it. We're going to start with the stories. Normally, there'd be a lot of fancy production going on right now. We don't have time for that. We can't do that. We only have 3 stories we're going to talk about. Because I'm on the road, I can't bring them up on screen. But what I can do is tell you what it is I've been focused in on. And this morning, we had breaking news. Chris Licht, who was in charge of CNN, yeah, he's out. Not sure if he was forced out, but that's a real short tenure. I think it lasted about a year. Now, he was charged with bringing CNN back to the center. Unfortunately, there was a profile article done with The Atlantic that probably derailed his tenure. It very much upset the people at CNN, not really wanting to move away from, well, their agenda-driven coverage. Now, to be fair, there was a little controversy around the town hall, but that town hall gave them more audience than they had had in a very, very long time. So, unfortunately, Chris Licht will not be moving forward at CNN. He's out job hunting once again. He'll probably go back to running people's shows, probably. It's a more safe location for him. As far as who they hire, well, they have a ton of executives in the building. I'm not sure that any of them will be tapped to do this because all of them are, again, agenda-driven, courtesy of our friend Mr. Zucker, who, pretty much drove CNN to the very far side of progressive left. Well, that's story number 1. Story number 2, I want to say Target is in, well, they're in just a huge downward spiral. My buddy Comics Division is going to release a video on it later today. I would check that out. And it's actually intriguing. One of the most dangerous things that happened most recently for Target is that they've been put on notice by 200 different LGBTQ plus organizations, right, that are literally demanding a change in behavior, including the reinstatement and return of all of the entire merchandise line. Mind you, the merchandise line here is what got them in trouble in the first place with consumers. You may want to appeal to all customers, but what the function is of all of this stuff when it comes to this ESG baloney sausage forced narrative stuff, yeah, what comes along with that is a massive reduction in your customer reach. You actually reduce the number of customers that are, well, interested in shopping with you. And Target just exposed themselves to the entire world with what was going on there. And it's fascinating to watch. I mean, they are a case study for failure. And hey, I mean, they should have learned. They should have looked and saw what happened just a few days before that, starting April 1st with Bud Light. That's right. Bud Light's the third story of the day, and they are continually being downrated, to a sector weighted, which is bad. And you're going to start to see that happen with, obviously, it happened with Target, but you're going to see that coming up also for Anheuser-Busch. You cannot lose that many customers that quickly and lose that much market share. Your customers, your stockholders are not going to understand. So Bud Light's going to continue to dwindle. We just got new updated numbers on the collapse in consumer interest in Bud Light, to the point where, as others are reporting now, come the fall, Bud Light is going to be massively reduced in shelf space at all of its retail locations. Now, we're not even getting into the numbers that the distributors serve up in bars. We're going to get some more insight into that here when we come up on the quarter. It's going to be a bigger than 1% damage to the overall brand of AB InBev. They've been trying to tell people that AB InBev is going to be just fine even with all of this conundrum, but their other brands are being hit as well. Now, I don't know what any of you think. I'm going to try to jump into the comments here on the phone, but it's just absolutely insane, what's going on at Bud Light, Target, and all of these other entities. And again, we're seeing massive collapse. We're seeing the rejection of the forced social change, and that's happening at every level. You're seeing other companies come underneath some really bad news. We know now for a fact, and again, returning to the Target discussion, we know now for a fact that they are supporting a group that is trying to essentially shame Mount Rushmore, right? To remove the militarization of the area, and probably support defacing it as well. This is bad news, everybody. These are what these organizations are doing in the shadows. And again, they're supporting these organizations that are essentially about destroying America, if you can believe that. So, yeah, I know this is not a normal format for the 6-minute daily, and I apologize, but again, on the road, taking care of business. We're going to be back with a regular show tomorrow, but like I said, it's imperative that we keep up what we're doing when it comes to these entities, because it's actually making a massive difference. They are suffering under the weight of it with their bottom line. They're suffering under the weight of it with the loss of shareholders and share value. It's working. So that's all because of you. And again, for those of you joining on Twitter and YouTube, thanks for joining me this morning. We will be back on Rumble and Odysee as well tomorrow. Like I said, we'll get an almost normal format show for you. I really appreciate all you guys. being here. I see a lot of you here, a lot of you in the chat. I saw Griffin pop in, John Sapola. I know Six is here. Hey, Six. We got so many other people. Deleted Scenes is here. What's going on, Steven? Eric K, buddy, I hope you're doing well. I'm glad you're here to join with us here at the end of the stream. We're going to have to wrap it up. Grim, thank you. Captain Fandom Nerd, thank you. Looks like I do have a super chat from Dark Winter saying, have a safe trip for £2. That's proper money, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Dark Winter, for the super chat. And again, I hate to break it up and be out of the picture here as I see Andy Masterson's joined us. But we do have a bunch of videos that have dropped in the last 24 hours. Please go check out the new ones. I'll be recording some once I get back established again tomorrow. So hopefully you'll get a chance to see some fresh material. I really did try to get a lot of stuff out there. And as Vince Womack says, exceptional circumstances. And then it jumped on me. Exceptional circumstances requires exceptional formats, indeed. So you guys, thanks for being here, Admiral Teague. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for being here, Josh Dorsher, and all the rest of you. I will hopefully see you in a better situation tomorrow. And I'll end the video the right way. See ya!